Hey guys, it's Arena. Welcome back to Fantastic Korean Dishes, where we cook up simple but delicious Korean meals. Now, when you think of Korean cuisine, probably one of the most popular Korean dishes all over the world is bulgogi. Now, bulgogi literally translates to fire meat because traditionally it is made on top of fire. But of course, today's recipe is one that you can make easily at home. And also, when you guys go to restaurants and you order bulgogi, yes, it's very yummy, it's very savory and very sweet. And they put a ton of sugar in that bulgogi. You obviously don't know that. But today, we're gonna reduce that sugar by more than half, but still maintain that delicious taste. And this recipe is so easy, you're gonna be shocked. Okay, everyone, if you're ready, let's get cooking. So to make bulgogi, we obviously need some beef. Here I have 250 grams of sirloin, and it's been sliced to a very thin width. Usually I ask for 0.2 centimeters to about 0.5 centimeters. So I'm gonna show you. It's quite big, so I'm actually going to cut them about into four parts. You can also use any other part like tenderloin or sirloin as well. So, and you get pieces like this. And I'm gonna take a bowl, lay some paper towel at the bottom, and then I'm gonna put the meat on top of that. And this is to help the blood drain from the beef so that you don't get that gamey flavor. And it's nice to keep it sitting for about an hour, and that's going to give it enough time for the blood to drain. And what I like to do is get some more paper towel and just dab the top and just get that extra blood out. And I do this in between as I'm getting ready and as I'm preparing for the other ingredients. Now, I know a lot of you are afraid of onions. I know they make a lot of you cry. They make me cry as well. So a lot of supermarkets, they sell peeled onions, but I highly recommend that you get the ones that are not peeled simply because it keeps the onion fresher for longer, and it also retains the taste. And I'm going to thinly slice the onions at about maybe 1.5 centimeters. Oh, and I forgot to mention, onions are the star ingredient in bulgogi, and we're gonna add a lot of it because we wanna reduce the amount of sugar. So this is really gonna bring about that natural sweetness in bulgogi. So this recipe calls for a good amount of mushrooms. We're gonna be using two types of mushrooms. The first is oyster mushrooms, and the second is a shiitake mushroom. And here we have two shiitake mushrooms, but they look very different. This one is nice and smooth, and this one has a lot of wrinkles, or what we call fissures. Which one do you think is the better one? Okay, if you guessed this one, you're wrong. When I was young, ever since I was young and I used to go grocery shopping with my mom, I was always taught never to get this one and always to get the one with lots and lots of fissures. The more fissures, the better. So we're just gonna need one for this recipe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just rip out the stem with our hands. It's fairly easy to do. And a lot of people throw this stem away. This stem is actually very, very much edible. You just have to cut the tip off. I'm just gonna use my fingers, rip it apart a bit into smaller pieces, like so. And then I'm gonna slice the shiitake mushroom to a similar thickness as the onion. And mushrooms are really nice with beef because they also have a very similar texture to the beef. Next, we're going to be using oyster mushrooms. This is about 80 grams, and we don't really need a knife for oyster mushrooms. You just peel them apart with your fingers. If there are bigger sized ones, you can just rip them with your fingers like so. So those are ready to go. And we're going to use the bottom portion and we're going to mince it up and we're going to add it into our marinade. And the rest we're going to cut into finger lengths and then put them in the bulgogi. So let's start with our minced green onions and chop them finely. We need about 1 tablespoon. So minced green onions have a lot of flavor to them, but they also take the gamey flavor out of the beef. So does the garlic. So we're going to put a good amount of this into the marinade. And once you've minced them up nice and finely, put them in a little bowl. Next, we're going to cut the rest of the green onions into finger lengths. So today I'm going to share with you a very special way to cook up the green onions. And we're going to actually cook them separately. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Okay, now we're going to make the marinade, but you want a big bowl because we're actually going to put in the beef after we've made the marinade and massage it in. So I'm going to need 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 and a little bit. Next, we're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and this is really actually very, very little. If you eat bulgogi at restaurants, the sugar ratio far exceeds the soy sauce ratio. Okay, we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of our minced green onions. Next, we're going to put in 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1/2 tablespoon of sesame seed oil. Next, you're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Anytime you're cooking with beef, it's nice to always put in a little bit of black pepper. And finally, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds. Put it in our hands, and we're going to crush it in between our fingers to really get that flavor out of the sesame seeds. It smells so good. It's nice and nutty. Okay, we're all set. We're gonna give this marinade a good mix. Just make sure that you really get that sugar to dissolve. Once you don't feel or hear any of the grainy sounds that you get from the sugar, I'm gonna give it a quick taste. It's perfect. It's savory and a little bit of sweet. It's perfect. Okay, we're gonna put in our meat now. So as you can see, a lot of the blood has drained. I'm just going to use my hands. And we're going to give it a good massage and really get that sauce distributed evenly. The only thing you do have to be careful of is the meat, because it's so thin, it's going to clump together. So you just have to make sure that you can separate them. And then once you feel like everything's pretty much mixed together quite well, we're going to add in the mushrooms, and we're just going to mix everything together just gently. Don't worry too much about the mushroom not getting enough of the sauce. You just have to make sure that the meat and the mushrooms are just not clumped together. Okay, we're all set. Let's head over to the stovetop. So this recipe is going to be very different from any other bulgogi recipe you will find online. Reason being, we're going to fry the green onions in the oil first to get a green onion oil going. So it's going to be a very, very flavorful oil. Then we're going to add the onions and add more flavor to that. And if you cook onions the right way, you're going to get a lot of sweetness. So I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to drizzle some oil, about 1 tablespoon. And I have my pan set on high heat. I'm going to put in the green onions. And using chopsticks, I'm going to stir fry them. I'm going to keep on moving them so they don't burn. And we're going to do this just for a few seconds. Oh, and already you can smell the aroma from the green onions. Okay, that's good. We're going to set them aside. Straight away, we're going to add our onions, and we're going to do this until the onions turn a bit translucent and a little bit golden brown. And by cooking the onions first, this is what's really going to bring out the sweetness in the bulgogi. If you feel like it's a little bit dry, you can add a little bit of oil along the way. We're gonna bring the heat down just a little bit to medium-high heat. And we're gonna add the beef and the mushrooms. And using another utensil, toss gently. Now you don't wanna overcook it, so you wanna just keep doing this until you don't see any more red. So you can just eat this with some rice, but one of my favorite ways to eat this is also with some lettuce wraps on the side. And it doesn't have to be just lettuce. You can wrap it in kale. You can wrap it in perilla leaves. It's so good. And then in the last maybe 20 seconds before you finish, you're going to add in the green onions and then give it a nice gentle mix. It's ready to go. Okay, we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to go plate it. Okay, wow, just wow, this looks amazing. I'm gonna just sprinkle some toasted sesame seeds on top, and not only is it gonna look beautiful, but it's gonna taste just as good. Okay, let's give it a try. People think that the bulgogi or the beef is what makes it really good, but it's really the onions. Oh, that is so good. I'm speechless. This is so good. You've got all different textures from the onions and mushrooms and beef and so many different flavors. So yeah, this is definitely a winner. Yeah, Koreans love to get together and cook some bulgogi either on a grill or just on a pan and just share the bulgogi and have some delicious hot soup or stew on the side. Kids love bulgogi. You can just serve it with some rice, maybe even an egg, and it is just delicious. So it's an all-round, very, very popular dish among so many people. So definitely give this a try at home. All right, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next time with another fantastic Korean dish. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Bye!